Hello everyone. Welcome to Mac84. I am Steve, your host, and we're having another MARCHintosh live stream here. I always keep wanting to say Macintosh, but it's MARCHintosh. It's a play on words there. But my goodness, we have about 10, 12 people here already. I'm going to go from front to back first. So we have Mike. Hello, Mike, from Mike's Mac Shack. We have Alexander TV. We have Logan, Crazy Tech Reviews. We have Eric Smith. We have Sad Mac. We have Action Retro, which is Sean. We have Alex, we have Mitchell, we have Craig, we have Neil, who else do we have? We have Jay, and Greg. That's about it for now, but Distro Hopper just jumped in, so we got more people coming in. So thank you very much for joining me. We are not going to stay under these harsh lights for too long. I'll explain what we're going to do. But yeah, happy MARCHintosh. So I released a video on Monday that was in the works for a little while, and I sort of saved it for MARCHintosh because I figured, let me release one on the first of the month and not the last of the month. And that was about using a PS2 keyboard, a PC keyboard with an adapter on an early Macintosh, like a 128K, 512K plus. So that video did fairly well. We got a few hundred views out of that. Nothing for Sean's numbers, of course, but got a few hundred views on that, so that was nice. And that was a fun little adapter to make. And yeah, and so have you thought of using a different startup chime? The only problem with that, Neil, is I have to make a video file for every single startup chime, and I just can't be bothered. Hello, Trina. Nice of you to join us. So there's a lot of like intro and outro stills and stuff I should be doing with the stream. I just have not had the time to. But I got a new microphone for my camera, so I've been doing more scripted stuff. I have one that I'm going to record as soon as I get some parts in. I can record some parts, but you're going to be helping me. You're going to be helping me today, and I'll explain that a little bit. Hello, CS Waffle, and whoever else has joined. So we got 20 people here, so thank you very much, and don't forget to like the video as well. I'd appreciate it. So yeah, MARCHintosh. More videos planned. I'm going to try and do a lot more scripted videos, but today I had the time, so I thought let me do a live stream because I have to set up something for one of those scripted videos. And Mike knows exactly how much time I spent on this yesterday, or should I say this morning. And yeah, so I have an adapter for this Mac, and well, I'll tell you what the project's about, and the scripted video will land when it lands later this month. But you're going to be helping me set up this thing and test it to see if it works, because I have no idea. It's not in the computer yet. It's sitting around here. So I was on eBay one night, as you do, very dangerous habit, and I came across something that I remember seeing a while back, but I never owned, and I never really understood why somebody would want it or anything like that. And it turned out to be a video add-on card for a Macintosh 68K, so a pre-PowerPC Macintosh. And the whole purpose of this board is to decode MPEG-1 video. So MPEG-1 video, common in the video CD market, common in interactive CDs and stuff like that. And that's what this is. And I showed it on a stream briefly before. But this is that card. This shipped all the way from France with very little packaging. I hope it works, because, yeah. And, yeah, this goes onto the PDS slot of your 68K Mac. Although you can put this on like a 5400 75LC or 5200, one of those models. You can put this on whatchamacallit, on a PowerPC Mac, but the reason why this adapter is so weird is because just, shortly after they released this thing, all Apple did was release a software component for most Power Macs that could just decode MPEG-1 via software. You didn't need specialized hardware to do that, because the digital signal processors built onto some of those Power Macintosh systems could already decode MPEG-1 video and do it enough where you didn't need an add-on card. So the point of having one of these in a Power Macintosh is a little silly. The point of having this in a 68K Mac is probably even sillier because, well, we're going to explore the software or lack thereof. And so I'm very curious how this works, but it's not as simple as just buying this card and plugging it into the Mac. No. Why should it be? So you have this cable, this little cable that's flapping around here, and this cable has to plug into something. And no, it doesn't plug into the logic board, not directly. It plugs into this. So this was sold under many different names. This was sold as part of a video TV kit or just as a video kit standalone. And this plugs into the TV connector. There was a special TV connector or AV connector on some of these Macintosh Performa and Power Mac logic boards. And this gives you composite and S-video input. So you can plug in a VCR or Laserdisc player, a tape deck, whatever you wanted to do, a cable box. And you could watch and take snapshots and record small clips of video. And so this was sold, you know, with the premise of you could import this analog video into your Macintosh. Now it's digital. You could put it onto documents. You could edit it. You could do whatever you want with it. And a lot of the Power Macs had this add-on card as an option, and some of the 68K options had it as well. So I see somebody in the chat has a Power Mac that had one of these. So yep, and they were very common add-on. They were sold in a kit. You can still find them today. They're not terribly expensive. But yeah, so this card, this MPEG-1 decoder card, that's what this port is for here. And I always wonder what that port was for on these cards. And so you have to plug this MPEG decoder card into that. So you're taking up 2 slots on your Power Mac. Now granted, this slot on your Macintosh rather. Now this slot here, this is just designed for the TV and video stuff. So you wouldn't have anything plugged in there anyway. However, this goes into the PDS slot. So you'd really have to be dedicated to use MPEG-1 video on that 68K Mac or that Power Mac or whatever you're using to have any use out of this, because that PDS slot could have been used for Ethernet, could have been used for a lot of things. So yeah, the 6200 was also sold as a Performa. In some areas. I have a 6200 CD or a 6220 CD Performa that's right over there. It has the same case of the 630. But yeah, so essentially this card does the hardware decoding of MPEG-1 video and has to pass through this. So this is a convoluted setup to begin with. Now the auction I bought this card from just included this card and this cable. It did not include this card, which I already had. So why did this take me so long to try and mess with this earlier this morning and late last night? Well, the Performa 630 I have, I streamed it, I think, in February. I did not this February, the previous February. I did a stream about that, and I know that because I drew pictures on it, and the pictures are still on the hard drive. That hard drive has an issue. The hard drive will boot. It'll boot fine to Mac OS 8. It's an IDE hard drive because it was a cost-saving model. Did not have a SCSI hard drive. It was an IDE hard drive, and it'll boot fine, but if you put that hard drive into any other machine, like if I wanted to image it or copy it, it doesn't show up. It just doesn't show up. Tried one of these USB to IDE adapters. It didn't want to work. I tried a Mac, tried a PC. I tried a Power Mac G4 Tower, which may have its own issues, so I'm not counting that out fully out. But yeah, it was quite a rummaging of insanity last night of trying to get this thing to work. I copied. The reason I wanted to make an image of this disk is for 2 reasons. One is that Performa 630 hard drive was the original hard drive. I know that because a lot of the original installation stuff is still on there. Demos, walkthroughs of why the machine has these capabilities, etc. And a lot of the bundled software is still on that hard drive. Now, the hard drive technically works. Norton Disk Doctor did a few fixes, but the hard drive technically works. However, if I try and copy files, I get errors that they can't be copied. But sometimes if I copy them again, they're fine. If I copy the hard drive to an SD card, like a SCSI to SD adapter, it doesn't want to work. If I copy it to a zip disk, it's fine. So there's very strange things going on with this machine to begin with. Now, the reason I wanted to copy this data is because it had the original stuff on it, but I also had some personal stuff on that. I used that machine to back things up too, because since it has an IDE hard drive, and it only had one other SCSI device in there, and the front panel comes off quite easily, that machine was a pretty good candidate for plugging in external SCSI hard drives and external SCSI devices like a SideQuest drive. Now, anybody who's used a Macintosh, a vintage Macintosh, who has had the pleasure of dealing with SCSI IDs and SCSI conflicts and everything, will know that the less SCSI devices and things to go wrong that you could set up from the get-go will just make your life immensely better. So the idea was I set up that machine to deal with SCSI devices and Jazz disks, SideQuest disks, etc. And I'd plug the disk in, and I'd copy it to the internal hard drive, and then I'd copy it over the network or do whatever I did to get that data off of there. But I'm not sure exactly if I ever got that data off of there, so that's why I was trying to struggle with that. Long story short, I got the majority of the stuff off of there that I wanted to, but a lot of the original software and stuff is still stuck on that drive. So I'm going to remove that drive from that system today. We're not going to be dealing with that drive, but I did get another hard drive from somebody, and I got some goodies. So I'm gonna stop talking for a bit and show you a bin of goodies that I got. And a big shout out to my friend Mike for Mike's Mac Shack. Whoopsies. And we'll put up his banner here, because why the heck not? Many of you are likely already subscribed to Mike's YouTube channel, and he does a lot of Macintosh content, does a lot of PC content, does a lot of crazy content with kitties. So what's not to love? So give Mike a subscribe. He went out of his way. He didn't have to. He offered. Very kind of him. He went out of his way to pick up some stuff from me that I was going to have somebody ship, but the guy said, well, I'm in Pennsylvania, maybe we can meet up or something. And it was going to be cheaper than shipping, and a lot of this stuff probably wouldn't have survived shipping. Yes, I did try transferring it via the network, and same issue. So, let me bring this up here. So, we got a bin here. Sorry, Mike, I have to hide your banner, because we got stuff's going on. So, let's point the camera down here. We're just going to look at some of this junk here. Some of it's junk, some of it's not. We have an owner's manual to what? Zoom technical support. Oh, okay. So this is how my meetings are supposed to go. No, this is for a modem. This is for a Zoom modem. Yes, and one of the items I can't show here because it's in the garage, and that was a 17-inch Apple Studio display, a Blueberry monitor. You hear that, Jay? A Blueberry monitor. Has some issues apparently, but I did not dare put that in the basement because I know it would never leave the basement. And I need to move things around before I can get a monitor in here. So, got some hard drives here. I have not tested these SCSI hard drives yet. There were 10 IDE hard drives. 5 of the IDE hard drives worked. 5 of them did not. And all the laptop IDE hard drives did not work. I didn't pay too much each for the drive, and I pretty much knew they were going to be dead. But oh, very nice, Alex. I hope it lasts, because that those monitors have quirks and issues, and so I hope yours lasts. So we got a few hard drives here. Let me see if any of them have sizes listed on them. Some of them can be quite elusive. Both of these are Quantums, 18.3, so I believe that's 18.3 gigabytes, I'm assuming. So these are Ultra 3 SCSI hard drives. So they should be fairly nice if they still work. 5 out of 10 ain't bad. Yeah, that's true. We got another 18.3. And another 18.3. So these are all the same at first glance. So those would be nice. We got some other goodies here. Here's the previously mentioned laptop hard drives. Unfortunately, these are all dead. I plug them in, and one says bad already on it. This one kind of spins up, but I mean, IDE. They're all IDE. If they were SCSI, they would be worth tinkering with. These are probably just paperweights. You could easily get IDE to M-SATA adapters and the like. So not really going to bother with those, but it's nice to have, just spare parts, a circuit board, or a prop for video. Hey, Classy Mac. I did not ship out anything yet for those winners. My bad. I just have to put them in the box. They're sitting right over there. I just got to put them in the box and ship them out. I will do that before this weekend. We won't have this turn into a Grudy situation, trust me. And we have a sled for either a G4 or G3 Power Mac. So this is a hard drive sled. Goes in the bottom of the machine. I believe that's what that is for. What do we got here? Got an iOmega zip drive. This is a 100 meg iOmega zip drive. This is an IDE version. So that has the frosted face for a G4 AGP model, PCI model, whatever you want. That'll be a cold day in hell, Mike. And so that's good to have. We also have an adapter for a PowerBook. I did get 2 PowerBooks with this. One was a PowerBook 150, which Mike still has, and one was the PowerBook 520C. Is it the color one? I forget if it's a color or a black and white one. Mike may remember. We were playing around with so many PowerBook 500 series on the stream when Mike came over. I can't remember. So. Yeah, but Mike just likes busting my chops. That's what Mike does. But 520C. That's right. Okay. Now this is what started this whole madness. Usually, when I find something or something on eBay, and yeah, and I'll point to your Apple II and say, this is junk. You could just toss it. No, because he's holding my monitor for ransom. So this is what started the insanity here. So I originally reached out to this individual because I saw a Facebook ad for this. Now this is just a dial-up modem. This is just a Motorola dial-up modem. But this was branded for the Pippin. So this is branded for the Apple Bandai Pippin. This is the EWorld modem. It's just a regular serial modem. It's got your standard power supply here. And that power supply is a, does it say the rating on it? 12 volts, 758, 12 volts AC, 750 milliamps. So there you go. If that wants to focus, that'd be cool. There you go. And, no, the socks are still in my basement, Trina. Thank you for that attempted robbery. And so, yeah, this is just your standard Macintosh serial modem. You got a big old serial port here. And there's that adapter. You plug it in to this port, and you get your standard Mini-DIN 8 compatible Macintosh plug on the other end. And I believe this is a 33K modem. Oh, 28.8. Oh, excuse me. This is just the model is actually called a Modem Surfer External 28.8. And so, yeah, this is just a modem. I did not get a Pippin, Brian, but now I have a modem to plug into your Pippin. Which looks nothing like your Pippin. This is black and it's not white. It doesn't have the same design language. I wish. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the full history behind this modem, and feel free to correct me. I'm assuming this was sold as an external kit, or it was just a leftover of a weird era where they probably produced more modems than systems. Okay, the Japanese models came with a matching modem. Okay. So, yeah, and then we have some more cables. Let me put this over here. My camera is very hot with the light here. Let me go to my settings real quick here. I probably messed up something, or it's just the light reflecting off of my shiny head. No, it didn't do anything. All right, anyway. Oh, okay. There was another modem. Again, he was just going to toss these out, so they were practically free. This one intrigued me. This is a Global Village communication modem. I've never seen a Global Village modem in this form factor. Usually see those gray little form factor modems that are very, looks like a little external hard drive or whatever. This is a very different design. And it has audio jacks. It has speaker and microphone jacks. So I think this might have been like a fax voice modem or something like that. It has a few ports on here. It almost looks like a local talk port there. I have no idea. Is there a cable in here for that? I'd have to look more of this up because I have no idea what the heck what this could have plugged into. But it is a very strange modem. It has this weird texture here. There's like this textured bit here. And on top, all right, let's see if we can figure this out. It looks like there's a switch. It's like a toaster. All right, put in your toast. It'll pop up. Ding. So there are buttons at the top. One is to mute a microphone, and one is for like a ringer. So maybe this was, I don't know. It looks like it's a PC one. Oh, here it is. Teleport 33.6 speakerphone fax modem. Okay, well that explains a bit. So it's a speakerphone fax modem. Again, I have no idea what this is. I just saw the picture and said that looks cool. And it was basically free or $5 or whatever it was. So that's pretty neat. Kind of curious what all these ports are for. We have 2 ports. One looks like a serial port. I have no idea what that is. It almost looks like a local talk. Like an Apple local talk port. If I had a cable right here, I'd shove it in there. I don't think that's what that is. No. Looks a little bit too suspicious. That might be power. Yeah, that might be power. Is there a power jack that matches this? Well, there's some other cables that got moved around, so I don't know if it needs that, or I mean I don't know if it if I have that, but that does look like a power cable because where else are you gonna put it? I just like I have no idea what this switch is for. That's just the toe switch. Oh boy, yeah, it does look cool. So I was like, whatever. Some of this stuff, you know, you just get, and then there are a bunch of SCSI cables. I could always use SCSI cables. So we got short SCSI cables. These are good for like a LC. Man, maybe a volume slider, Neil. That would make sense. Some other short ones. This is a kind of a long one. It actually has a terminator on the end of it. You'd be surprised of how little terminators I have for the internal cables. I have like 3, maybe. This is probably the 4th. All the Macs I have. So weird. Got some more SCSI cables. Now these are useful. These are all floppy cables. Now I know these are standard. You know, you could buy them or whatever, but I was running out of some long ones, and it looks like there's at least 1 or 2 long ones in here, which is great because I don't know where I put the long ones. So I usually find the ones that are like this big from like an LC. So what SCSI data rates? Oh, dude, look up Wikipedia. There's so many flavors of SCSI. There's so many. I don't even know. So yeah, a bunch of those. We have a PCI Kingston card. Model KNE30BT. But has both T-base Ethernet and the, what is it, ThinNet. So there's the one that Bruce selected would win out, and the one that actually went out. So I don't know if this is a Mac card or not. Judging by all the Mac stuff he gave me, it might be, but he had a lot of PC stuff too. Yeah, so this is there's 2 models here on the PCB. One's crossed out. This is a BT instead of the T, so I don't know what the heck the difference is, but there you go. So yeah, then there are some batteries. Here's a battery for a PowerBook 140 through 180C, so I'm sure this went with the 150 that Mike has. I have no idea if it works, probably not. But it's a BTI aftermarket battery. So there you go. And yeah. So yeah, you can never have too many SCSI cables. I agree. And then there were some random parts. There was a PowerBook 5300 that was literally parts. We have a memory module here. I think Mike said this was a 32 meg. Yeah, this is a 32 meg one. So I'm going to take care of that. I have one here, but this connector is just bent off. So I wonder if I could fix that one day. But this is a TechWorks memory module. So, and I think this is maybe an inverter board. It looks like it plugs in where the battery is on the 5300. There's a cable that's been yanked out of there. That might be fixable. But yeah, this was just a bunch of parts. And again, it all started because I had a weird obsession with getting this modem. Hey, Justin, welcome to the stream. By the way, Justin, I'll tell you because I keep forgetting to email you. Mike and I were trying to troubleshoot the floppy drives that you sent. And I have no idea what's going on with my working floppy drive, but currently working floppy drive just doesn't want to work. So the floppy drives you sent, I may not be able to test them as I originally said. Oh yeah, I'll probably be able to test them. So I might just have to send them back as is, and I greatly apologize for the wait for you having to wait that long. But I was quite, my thought process was, oh yeah, I could test them, it would be fine. And I couldn't. But he wanted a modem and filled up my cart for 2 weeks. So expect to email soon. That's all I'm trying to say, Justin. Yeah, I don't think the battery's good. The case might be nice. We could probably 3D print a nicer case. But good evening to everyone who's joining. We have 36 people here now. My goodness. So Skylar, Justin, Retro Techie, Habib, Apple's Anonymous, Mitchell, Nil Object. It's hard to read things. I'm old. My eyes no work. Okay, so those were some goodies I got. I thought there was a hard drive attached to this, but there wasn't. Oh, and we have this Western Digital Easy Drive. We make your drive easy for 1.2 gigabytes to 4 gigabyte hard drives. Good to know. All right, so let's put these SCSI drives back. Smash that like button. Bruce has not announced himself yet, so I could do that all I want. Nick, the stuff you sent me, I appreciate the screen for the PowerBook, but the rest I don't know if I could use it. If you have something you want to send me, feel free to email me. But don't be offended if I say no, because there's limited space. Let's see, what did Brian say? Help you rebuild some batteries. Okay, sounds like fun. Battery welder. Ooh, sounds fancy. Bet there's a copy software. Oh, speaking of overlays, this is cool. And I don't have it on. Sorry, my phone screen has like junk all over it. I was giving the bunny her medicine, and yeah, it's on Do Not Disturb. So don't even try, you Mac Yak crazies. So there was that PC that Mike and I played around with. Hey, RetroTech Chris. There was that PC that Mike and I played around with when he was over, and we couldn't continue with it because couldn't find my AT keyboard. Which it's not, it's the one that came before the PS2 keyboards. Electrically the same, but different connection. Anyway, we couldn't find the keyboard, so we couldn't use the machine, even though it seemed like it was working. Well, over the weekend, I found a working keyboard. The day after Mike left, I found the keyboard, and I turned it on. The machine booted perfectly fine, and I was greeted by something that I just thought was fantastic. And I need to show you that. I'm going to just show you through the camera, so I apologize if the focus is off. I'm going to try and fix that as I show this to you. But this was like a blast from the past here. This was interesting. So this was the screen. Let me adjust it here. So this is a welcome screen. Somebody made a custom welcome screen in MS-DOS. This is DOS. Let me try and hold my arm here so it's a little more stable. So someone made a custom welcome screen with shortcuts, so the person did not have to go into the DOS prompt. Good morning, Nancy. How are you doing today? Exactly. So this is customized for that user, and they had spreadsheet shortcuts. They had a bunch of other stuff, and I apologize if it's not coming off great on the camera. But they had shortcuts for Windows, for spreadsheets, for tax software, all this stuff. And it blew my mind, because it wasn't a bad attempt at a user interface. So I thought that was really cool. And what else was there on there? Yeah, there was a speed test software, landmark speed test. So I thought that was pretty neat. And I apologize for not taking the effort to put these into OBS, but I'm lazy. And the computer is a 156 megahertz Intel 8046. So that's a 46 PC. Let's see if this wants to focus. Oh, come on. I set it to autofocus. It was fine before, and I'm getting dizzy just looking at this. Sorry. There we go. That's so weird. I set the focus and the camera's still trying to do autofocus. Anyway. Yeah, so that was interesting to finally get the machine turned on and booted up and log into it, because that was interesting. So, is there a good place to get old Mac monitors? It's all awash. Recycling centers, people on social media, marketplaces, Facebook, OfferUp, Craigslist. It's all, you never know. It's just luck of the draw. I wish there was a good place I could point you to, but no. Let's see. Yeah, so that was interesting, and yeah, 150 megahertz, 46. So, yeah. So Mike and I'll investigate more on that machine, but just wanted to let you guys know because I thought that was interesting, and sort of follow up that stream. So, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to sort of break the format here, and I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go and show you. This is, why isn't the second camera working? There it is. So, One thing that I did pick up, which is now on screen here, you can see that little black monitor. I picked that up today. That was at a Goodwill. It's a 4:3 aspect ratio monitor. It's a ViewSonic. It's like $10. It has VGA and DVI, so I'm going to be playing around that. But I'm going to be sitting there soon. In fact, hello. So I'm going to set up some stuff here. So, because I'm going to be working on this machine with that MPEG-1 card. I want to try and get it up and running. And you're going to join me along with my frustration and insanity. I'm going to pipe in the VGA capture, which I did get working. I had the wrong cable plugged in, Mike. Surprise, surprise. And so you're going to be able to see the screen, and we're going to be able to interact. So let me move the monitor. Give me about a minute or so to do that. And go grab a drink, go use the bathroom, and we'll come back and have this stream sort of rearranged here as we get into it. So let me put on the Be Right Back screen as I just shuffle some things around. I am not wearing the new microphone because that's designed for the camera, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So let me just put up the Be Right Back screen, and I will join you back in about a minute or so. Let me just move the monitor around and not moon the camera. Okay. Whoops. Okay, hopefully that worked. Sorry about that. I'm here. Just bring you over the keyboard. Okay. Thank you, Joe, for the suggestion. We haven't needed that yet, but the night is still young. The night is still young. Alright, so let me bring over the spare camera here. I'm going to attempt to control this via a mouse, but it's not a wireless mouse, so forgive me. I do have a wireless keyboard, which is now over there. Okay, great. So let me get in frame here. Hi. So you're looking at a desktop of the Mac that we're not going to be really touching with today, but that was what it plugged into to set up with this whole VGA capture thing. So yeah, we're going to be using that sparingly, but let me move this monitor out of the way because I need to sit down. Okay. Oh, that's a bit noisy. All right. Oh, the squeakiness of the chair, I'm sure, is music to everyone's ears. And this mouse barely fits over here, so that's cool. It's not that tiny. I think it's a 15 or a 17 inch, so it's not that bad. Hey, I'm Gabe Morpheus. Welcome to the chat. So, yeah, this Mac here, you wouldn't believe this, but this G4 is probably the most problematic G4 I've ever used. This is a digital 466 model. I believe it's a gigabit Ethernet or digital audio, one of those. I had 3 hard drives in this, suddenly stopped working. They would have an OS on it. I'd plug an IDE hard drive into it, the one from this Performa, and it would just vanish. The hard drive wouldn't be detected anymore. The partitions are still there because if I go to disk drive setup on OS 9 on this disk here, if I go to drive setup here, oh, the hard drive is not plugged in. But if I went to drive setup, it would say not mounted. I would select that, and it would actually show me the partitions, but it wouldn't let me mount them. So God only knows what the heck was going on there. But let's get rid of this G4 here because we don't need this as much today. Wait for that to shut down. Let me close this here and get all the important cables unplugged from here so we can plug that into the Mac that we'll be working on today. Okay. Let's try this again. So, plugging this into this other Mac here. It could be a lot of things. I have no idea, but thankfully I have other G4 models that I could play around with if I had to. The only reason I was playing around with that model was to try and get... I was trying to copy some stuff to there. Now I'm going to boot up the Performa 630 with that flaky hard drive in there, and then we'll switch over to other things. But let me switch to the camera real quick. I think some of you guys will get a kick out of the insanity that this is. Let me switch to... where's that other camera? There we go. So here's the insanity that was this system. We have 3 zip drives up here. I'm pretty sure only 2 of them work. And there goes my mouse. We have 3 zip drives here. We have the front bezel taken off because who needs bezels when you have to work on stuff? And yeah, we had the hard drive removed. The floppy drive is not mounted. We replaced the CD drive with 8X because the original 300 was ugh. So yeah, and we have our SCSI 2SD up here hanging. This is just it was a horrible mess. And yeah, so this was the insanity I was dealing with for many hours this morning, just trying to get the OS booted from a different device to read the IDE disk, which is easier said than done because of system enablers and all sorts of fun stuff. So yeah, now the mouse fell, so I have to bend down and touch grab the mouse. But oh, here's the 60. What is this? The 6200 CD. Oops, sorry, you can't see that. This is the 6200 CD I got from the E-Waste place in Brooklyn. You can see there's a little tag on there telling you that. This is actually a PowerPC. Same exact case as this one, but this is actually a PowerPC. So yeah. All right, so let me put this tripod thing here. Hi. Oh, here, all tilted. Let me just grab the mouse, then you won't be tilted anymore. Why don't you use a wireless mouse, Steven? Well, because the Bluetooth card in this Mac sucks, or at least the antenna does. Alright, where's the darn cursor? Oh, it's on the other screen. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, so We're back to somewhat sanity here. Alright, so I'm going to turn on this Performa. Hopefully we'll see it on the capture card. It would help if the power cable was plugged in, wouldn't it? That's kind of important. You kind of only need the power cable in some circumstances. Only had to push the power button like 50 times. Eep! Alright. Let's see if this thing actually wants to do anything. Which monitor is this plugged into? This guy. Alright, so we have the LCD. Hopefully works. Maybe. I got some signs of life. There we go. I'm regretting doing this already. This machine is not going to be happy. The eeps are my favorite part of the stream. Well, usually I reserve the eeps for super chats only, but for this I'll make an exception. So I'm just moving over. Let me just fix the placement of me real quick. There. Now I'm not overlapping the Macintosh stuff, which, let's be honest, that's what everyone's here to say. One day we need to eat at people who said super chats. Alright, so this is still booting up here. That's cool, Matt. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people who've just stuck to the old machines because, I mean, they used what they had to use. They used what they had. New computers were expensive. PRAM battery in here is obviously dead. And there we go. So, we have our SD card, our SCSI to SD adapter here. And I got a bunch of goodies. Where's my backups folder? Here it is. And here's 3 different folders. Oh, thank you very much, Greg. You will get your EEP, sir. EEP! Thank you very much, Greg, for the super chat. Very much appreciated. And good luck with your iMac. Good luck with your iMac. So these are 3 different folders. This is backup attempt 1. This is backup attempt 2. And backup attempt number 3. And whenever I tried to back up that data to that SCSI to SD adapter, I got weird errors and junk. So, let's see if the zip drive wants to... it would be helpful if the zip drive was plugged in. Why is the power cable just sitting on the ground? Well, it's not going to be happy. I wouldn't be surprised if this freezes the machine. Let's try it anyway. Sorry, I keep looking over here. That's where the screen is. I don't think that's going to be happy. No, it's not. But yeah, so I tried to back up some of the stuff. I had family photos from that my father had scanned back in the day and put on a SideQuest disc. And none of those copied through. In fact, I'll show you exactly what it was doing. I know this is very exciting, but bear with me here. So I go and I just go and grab like one of these. Let's say here's watch this. Here's a picture. Now this tells me that I used the machine in February because I drew this very pretty picture. You can see my artistic abilities. That Sonic ain't half bad, and yeah, Apple logo and all that fun stuff. So I did this in February. Now watch what happens. The photo opens fine. The picture opens fine, and it's an excellent idea, Joe. I go to copy it over. Okay, so it actually wanted to copy. Let's try it again. Because now it wants to work, of course. Making me look like an idiot. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So it says picture can't be written, disk error occurred. Okay. Says it again. Says it again. Says it again. Says it again. Now, on that zip disk, and now watch this. This also happens. it freezes the system. Watch this. Time remaining 5 seconds. This is just going to sit here. This is just going to sit here. I can move this around. I could go to other things because this is Mac OS 8. You know, I could go all over the place here. I can open up another program. But watch this. I'm going to press stop. And it's not doing it now. When I did it last time, the system just sort of came crashing down. But if I open up picture number 6, it opens up fine. And if I open up any of the other pictures that it said it couldn't open, someone's address, sorry. It's probably a fake one anyway. This stuff opens up fine. So, I'm not sure exactly what the heck is going on with this hard drive. My desire with this was to copy it all off because it has all this stuff in here. It has a lot of these games and stuff that came with the system. If I go to applications here, it's a lot of the stuff that was bundled in with this system. Got KidWorks, got EWorld. I mean, we have EWorld here. There's a tour of EWorld for the Performa. Which will probably freeze the system. Welcome to EWorld. I don't know why I keep looking over there. Well, I know why, but... Oh, boy. Get me out of here! I don't like being in the EWorld. Bye. So we got that. We have this 630 series multimedia option. This is a presentation. So let's open this up. I tried, Trina. You probably missed my rant in the beginning of the video. I tried. No, that's why the G4 was plugged in. No matter what Mac I tried to plug it into, USB adapter, IDE channel, it was not happy. I could try again, but I'm just going to waste more time in my life. Congratulations on your purchase of Apple's most flexible multimedia computer. Explore some affordable solutions for your system which allow you to do exciting new things with your computer. Ready for PowerPC upgrade. Oh, boy. Yeah, I love the EWorld aesthetic as well. OS 10 did not, that G4 in 9 or 10 did not recognize the drive. Trust me. Mike and the Mac Shack the Mac Yak guys know. I was sending them texts late into the morning. So here's some of the presentations and video input stuff that Apple has. Now the video system was the card I showed you. So that looks familiar, right? So here is where the MPEG decoder card will go. And this is, you know, your standard video I/O. So this was that product. It came with some video editing stuff. And then was the Apple TV video system, which was very similar, except it also included this TV tuner card, which actually is in that 6200 machine. So I could actually fully deck this machine out if I wanted to. Yeah, I mean, I've had some success imaging systems on OS X. I mean, it would work. It's just the hard drive would be seen under System Profiler in 9 as unknown. It could be as an ATA, IDE incompatibility. Who knows? Let's look at some of these goodies here. PowerPC upgrade. Here we go. 66 megahertz. Up from the 33 megahertz of this LC040. Not even a full 040 processor. An LC040. Offers 10 times performance improvement with optimized applications. We have an express fax modem, so that goes into the communications slot there. Apple CD300i Plus. The heck is the Plus mean? Oh, the Plus was the one without the caddy, I believe. Yes. Apple Color Stylewriter Pro. Available now. And here's the Ethernet cards. My goodness, these things are a bit hard to find. I have like one or two of them. One is in this machine. Because they were for Apple's communication slot. And that, I think that changed in a few systems, but sometimes you have a PDS slot and a communication slot. So you don't want to take up the PDS slot if you have like a processor upgrade or something with the Ethernet card, because that doesn't make any sense. I mean, Neil, that's an excellent question. If I had the processor upgrade card, I'd be happy to do a test, but the only cards I have are like accelerator cards, and they're not PowerPC, unfortunately. It does need that. Hey, an image writer is an image writer. It's a pretty good one. So we got our Apple designed speakers, which are awesome. We got our QuickTake 100, which is awesome. So yeah. So I was able to back up this demo, which was cool, but it's like there's so much good stuff on this machine, I just couldn't image the hard drive. So I'm not giving up. It's not, you know, I'm not saying I'm giving up, because, you know, it works enough for it to work, but yeah. So anyway, I'm going to be shutting down this computer, and what I'm going to be doing is installing a new hard drive. We're going to install the new OS, and you're going to watch me. We're going to ask some questions. We're going to have some fun. So let me shut down this machine. Let me go get my bottle of water before I talk myself out of breath here. Okay. A lot of the Apple printers were compatible with PCs. I'm not sure exactly which was which, though. You'd have to look that up. So let me go grab a hard drive. 1 second. Now this hard drive would be a good donor. This was one of the working ones I got. I'm just going to hold... I know the screen is still half and half. You have to recap quick takes? Oh boy, I'm in for trouble. This is a 3 gigabyte IDE drive. So this is actually pretty large, whereas the original hard drive in this was a 500 megabyte drive. So I'm going to replace the hard drive here. Put that over here. And this actually has the rails on it and everything, so I'm going to slide this in. Oh, it's it's screwed on the opposite way. Let me get a screwdriver. And there goes the mouse again. Jeez. Yeah, I really need to set this up better. So I'm just gonna... I need a better screw bit. Hold, please. Okay. 1 second, you'll see something better on the screen than just me blustering about. I also have the black version of those speakers. They're actually plugged into my 2012 Mac Pro upstairs. And people are like, you need to get new speakers. Well, these sound fine. I mean, maybe that would explain why some of the audio in my videos are a bit crummy, because I use those speakers, but I mean, I use headphones too to check things. Listen to Steve randomly ramble on about crap. Alright, so what I'm going to do to just save myself some frustration here is I'm just going to place in this plastic bit on its own, so the hard drive just kind of just sits there, because if this dies, I don't want to have to unscrew it again. Alright, so let me just slide this drive in here, then we'll get some juicy bits on the screen for you. How about that? This looks like it actually has proper jumpers, which is nice. Unlike the other drive, they were sort of hidden. If I get that Molex connector in there, there we go. Okay. Alright, and we have our very much official Apple Legacy CD-ROM, which includes a lot of the old operating systems. And we're going to do an install of, let's see what OS that that thing requires, because I wanna sort of stay in the right period here. Let's see, Apple Media System. It's probably gonna boot off the zip disk. Or the SCSI 2SD adapter. Let's see, what are the system requirements for this? I'm looking up the manual here. So we are booting into 7.5. Let's see. Yes. Why doesn't it say the requirements? Sorry guys. That's weird. So the manual does not state any. Well, you'll find the speakers. Don't worry. The manual doesn't state any system requirements. Weird. All right, now the zip disk wants to work because it had power. All right, let me just see introduction. What you should have. All right, that's chapter 1. Well, that doesn't really tell me anything. The MPEG media system does not support the Apple LC630 DOS compatible computer. Well, this isn't the DOS version. Or the Macintosh Performa 640 DOS compatible computer. That's because those DOS cards used up that PDS slot that the media card will. So, let's see. Before you install the card. Let's see. It doesn't. I mean, is there a software section here? Let me plug into the Ethernet network. Oh, was the Ethernet card installed? Let me see. Yes. Hold on. Let's plug her in here. If we have the right version of OpenTalk and all that garbage. Oh, not much, Mike. We just plugged in the Performa. We're going to do a fresh install here. I just wanted to see what OS we should install, because the manual for that media card doesn't really tell us. I think it's going to have to be like System 7.5 or 7.6. Oh, I've tried Zodium. I've tried. Okay. I doubt this will work. Hey, look at that. It's going to yell at me, I bet. Yep. Aw, so close. We have the open and transport installer just sitting around. Oh, let's search in the CD. Let's just search this. Oh, there we go. Where's that hiding? That's one of the puzzle pieces we need. Is this the other one? The heck is Mac Tools Pro? Okay. We don't need that, buddy. We just need disk copy. Calm down. Where's disk copy? Oh, we're off to a good start, aren't we? I love these icons. Just look at all these pretty icons. What the heck is disk copy? Oh yeah, I used to print out Patreon certificates on this hard drive. Well, the SCSI 2SD adapter. I had to send more of those out. System tools? No. Just search for it. Exciting searching action only on Mac84. Oh, you gotta be... Well, there it is. Yeah, alright. Well, we're gonna make an alias of that because... Well, we'll just open it. File associations are fun. Okay, and then we need open transport. I know we are pushing our luck here. And if Bruce was here, he'd be going, oh no, not this crap again. Does this have anything on it? Or is this all... Oh boy. Oh yeah, so here's where I was able to see... Remember when I opened those pictures before? This is where I was successfully able to copy those pictures. They copied fine to the zip drive. So, yeah. Our Looney Tunes After Dark installation, very important. Okay, oh yeah, there's those discs. Okay, that's good. So I have a version of Painter that came in a paint can. It was a promotional copy. Never, Jay. It was a promotional copy, and I backed up all the discs. And so those are those discs here. I don't realize Bruce is here. Just be quiet, Bruce, and I won't hear you. Be quiet as a mouse. Bruce is like, not this open transport garbage again. All right, we won't have to do any of that. I could actually probably... Oh, no, I can't fit on a floppy. I can fit on a zip disk. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the butt. You be stealth. Yeah, so there's a file that's on the Macintosh over there that I need to open up just to see what the system requirements are for this stupid MPEG system. Let me see if I could... There was a box I saw online. Let me just see if it mentions it on the other side of the box. Because I don't want to install the wrong version of the operating system and then be like, ah, geez. So... Let's see. Here's some pictures. That's all in a different language. Well, that doesn't help me. I can't read that. Read me first. Installation manual. Yeah, it doesn't really say requirements. So I'm gonna assume 7.6 would be a good bet. Dare I say, with all the trouble that we got into before. But let's format this hard drive first, because this hard drive is blank, but it's not. I don't think it's properly formatted. Where's my formatting utilities? We have Lido, hard disk toolkit. Oh boy, this is bringing back bad memories. Let's see the Apple. What was it? Hard drive. There's so many of them. HD setup. Searching action, action, action. There we go. Or a drive setup is one. No, this is for SCSI. Let's see what the one. Drive setup light. This might do it. Hey, Marcos. Welcome to the chat. Alright, not initialized. Not supported. No, well, these are all SCSI. No, it's an IDE drive for crying out loud. Oh, boy. I thought initializing this hard drive would be fun and easy. Alright, I'm going to start up from this Apple recovery CD. That should help us out, hopefully. So let me shut this down. I'll eject the zip disk here. And I'm going to hold down the C key. So that will force this Macintosh to start up from the internal CD-ROM drive. Oh, don't worry, the party's always going. And this Apple Legacy CD has every installation from the first version of the Macintosh operating system all the way up to 8.1. So there's a lot on this CD. It's very, very useful. And all the hard drive formatting tools are on this disk. So if I can't format the hard drive using this disk, then I don't know what I'm going to do. So the original CD-ROM drive, I don't know where I put it. Here it is. This was the original CD-ROM drive, an Apple CD300i Plus, so exactly what that presentation was telling us. I believe this is a double-speed CD-ROM drive, and boy, did it take forever to boot off of this thing. I then installed an Apple 600i. I believe this was a quad-speed CD-ROM drive, and although it's a bit funky looking, this worked a little faster. And then I found an 8X SCSI CD drive, so I popped that in, and we're actually booting up pretty quick. So this is booting from the macOS Legacy CD here. Who cares about the clock? So we get that Legacy recovery disk there, and we do get our hard drive, which is the SCSI to SD adapter. But let's open this. So we have this disk utilities folder here. And we have formatting software. And it's a very handy little README file of which do I use, which I'm going to use now because I am perplexed. So here we go. This very, very helpful little thing here. So for the LC and Performa 630 series, we could either use drive setup or internal HD format. So let's use internal HD format. Because that sounds like it'll work for IDE drives. Oh. Drive setup it is. Protected by security software. Yeah, but these shouldn't have SCSI IDs because this is a freaking IDE drive. Something tells me I'm going to have to plug this into that Tiger Mac Mini over there. And, because this error makes no sense. No ATA device found. It's right there, buddy. Maybe the jumper on it is set wrong. Alright, let me do this. Let me use Tiger to format this as macOS standard and make sure the partitioning map is set up correctly. Because it might have been formatted as DOS or who knows. I mean, that shouldn't matter, though. This should be able to format it. Right, let me shut it down and look at the jumper. That's the only way I'm going to figure this out. It is getting power because it's spinning. So let's figure this out. So I heard it spin down. I'm glad I didn't put it on that drive tray. Okay. So we have jumpers here. We have PK, CS, and DS. What the heck? So the CS is cable select. PK maybe primary something, and DS, I have no idea. Of course, the front doesn't say anything. Yeah, let me just format this real quick. while we're here, just so I could confirm what format it was in, and I'll move the camera in a second. Park. Okay. Yeah, I mean this is always fun. So let me move the camera here. I'll move the mouse just so you don't stare at my wall of crap, well, unless you want to. But let's select the other camera here. Yeah, I know. I should use master if it's by itself, but tell me which one is of master is PK, CS, or DS. I've had experiences with hard drives before, but I mean, it's a quantum, so it would help. I'm going to plug in the second. Oh, there goes screws that were important. Oops. Oops. Hold on. Screws fell. Boy. All right, where did I put the mouse? There it is. Yeah, I know CS is cable select. I'm curious about the DS and the PK. So I'm very familiar with, master primary or the previous versions, which were different. Yeah, the thing is that jumper was there. Now, of course, this was not my hard drive, so who knows? Somebody could mess with it. But let me just plug it into this USB adapter, just see what format it is, because it was showing on the Mac, which was fine. So I have this plugged into Tiger. If I could find the right cables on my desk, hold on. So this is with the jumper in the setting it was in. And let's connect to that Mac here. Oh, these Macs are probably asleep. Wake up. Wake up. Alright, so I'm remotely connected to this Macintosh. DS is for master device. Okay, so it is currently set at PK. Alright, so let me, why isn't this remotely connecting? Whenever I need this to work, it does not. Let me just use the freaking other one. They'll be able to do it too. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, failed to connect. Yeah, I know you failed to connect. Alright, so it's mounting. So in the PK mode, at least on this, I know you can't really see me, sorry. On this Intel, this Power Mac G4 Mac Mini, it works fine. And this is formatted as a Apple partition map, which should be okay, out of the options we have. And Mac OS standard, yeah, so this should work. Alright, so let's just try the jumpers then. So let me eject this. It even spun down for me. What a nice hard drive. What a nice little hard drive. So we'll try DS first. If I could get the darn jumper out of there. It looks like the Apple factory jumpers, which were a pain in the butt to remove, I tell you. Alright, so there's CS and DS. Let's try DS. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright, so let's go back over to our Insanity. That is our VGA capture. And we'll see what the heck wants to work. Would help if I moved the chat so I could see what you guys are saying too. Move that back over here. Sorry, it's a little hard to do this with the screen so far away. Okay, so we changed that. Let's see if this wants to work. May the MARCHintosh gods be with me. Oh, the bunnies are causing all sorts of havoc. What are you guys doing over there? They're redecorating. Alright, so... Oh! What the... Well, that might not be the correct jumper set. This is a sacrifice to the MARCHintosh gods. And this computer has no power button. Oh, well, I think it does, but it broke. No, it doesn't have a power button, so I have to unplug the darn thing. So that was with the DS jumper. Just take that darn jumper out of here if I could reach it. Alright. Jumper is removed entirely. Let's try this again. It swore at you. Let's see what happens now. Not the heights of March. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. Come on. Come on. Alright, well, it's booting from the SCSI-2 SD adapter at least. My goodness. Someone set us up the bomb. Yeah. I have to put a new PRAM battery in here when I'm all done. It's reading the CD, so that's good. Load up Celery Man. We'll wait for the computer, because it wants to wait. We'll just wait. Nick, stop. No. We got a sad Mac, Trina. This is a... I can't see. It's all the way shoved in there. It's a Quantum. Let's try that formatting software one more time. You better work. It's right there. You only have an ATA bus for the hard... I'm not just going to go erasing a hard drive willy-nilly. So we're going to go to our friend Mount Everything here. There it is. There's a lot of SCSI utilities like this, but this basically tells you what the heck the ID is. So ID 1 is the CD-ROM. ID 2 is our SCSI-2 SD adapter. ID 3 is our Seagate drive. That's another partition of the SCSI-2 SD adapter, which is not currently being used. And ID 6 is our zip drive. So this drive setup is not helping us. I should not have to use that, though, because this is an IDE drive. It's an Apple drive. It's not even detecting the IDE bus, which is ridiculous, because the other hard drive worked. This is spinning. He's gonna lose it, folks. Thank you very much for the super chat, Zodium. Eep! Thank you very much. We're gonna need a lot of those to stay sane tonight. Let's try starting up from macOS 8. Oh wait. This is a very bare install of macOS 8, so we have to put CD-ROM drivers on here first. Oh gosh. Never ends. This is more like the old live streams. Can you change the bus on Mount anything? Yeah, but I think it's only that program's only designed for SCSI. We'll try. I'm really pushing this thing, aren't I? With all these windows open and applications open. From what I understand, Mount Everything is only for SCSI, but I could be wrong. Oh, come on, just let me quit the darn thing. Yep, nope, that's not going to help. So, you can't change the bus on this machine. Some you can, but not this one. Oh, what the... Well, I know that. What the... I do have a processor with the floating point unit in it. But what the heck? I could install one. Your guess is as good as mine. Jesus. Oh gosh. This machine is just the gift that keeps on giving. My goodness, what a pain in the butt. You were clicking too quick. Your click quota has been exceeded. Here's a bomb. Oh, it's been having a bad time for the past 24 hours. Why should it stop now? Why should it cooperate? Why? I only need it to work for a video because this is probably the only example of a 68K machine that'll work with this stupid card I have. But no, let's not work. Ooh, if your plastic wasn't so brittle, I'd give you a... Where's my water? I mean, this is an Apple drive. It's a 3 gig. I mean, it's a little larger than the one it shipped with, but it should work fine. I can try another drive, Christopher, but this drive should work. Should. It's a rebellious young Macintosh it is. Yeah, I can set the time. I guess that might be causing a glitch. Who the heck knows? Anything's possible at this point. I mean... Oh, what we got here? That's right. I mean, just for the heck of it, why not? Let's just... Definition of insanity is just trying the same thing again and again, huh? Yeah, sure, why not? Why bother? Why try? Let's see if there's anything special here. Drive setup. Ooh, drive firmware update. We got different versions here. Okay. That's equally useless, thank you. It is. It's an IDE drive, ATA drive, whatever it is. It's right there. It's not a SCSI drive. The internal hard drive on these systems is not a SCSI drive. Apple cheaped out. System 7.1, neat. Just curious. Hey, Dave. Welcome. Welcome to the Insanity. You don't got a disc in there. I looked. Trust me, I looked. Ooh, try the disc in my DOS machine. Trina, you may be all cuddly and cozy in your bed, and you may not have to be the one that deals with this insanity. But no. No. Everything you're doing is very bad. I want you to know this. He's Vigo! Oh, gosh. Alright, let's try changing the jumper again. So, this was set in... Well, let's just flip the hard drive upside down, because I don't want to have to keep pulling this darn thing out of the stupid case. Come here, you! This is a Quantum Fireball ST, and if this doesn't cooperate, there's going to be a fireball, alright. Alright, so we already tried in the PK position and the DS position, so let's try the CS. That's the cable selector. What we pray is cable select. Let's just try it out. Give it the old try. Start up from that CD again. Well, Trina, I plugged this. I plugged this hard drive. This is a blank hard drive, Trina. In case you missed it, this is a blank hard drive. I plugged this in to the Mac I have over there using a USB adapter. It showed right up. I was able to format it, so the drive is fine. There's nothing on it. I think we did try PK. I'll try it again. I don't care. Yeah, mine also has a 500 meg hard drive in it, Christopher. I took that out because it's being problematic. But this is that original hard drive. And this is a Quantum Pro drive. Manufactured to Apple specifications. Does it blow up when you plug it in? No. Alright, it's good. Yeah, don't worry, Trina. We're all confused here. I'm just trying to simply reinstall the operating system on a brand new hard drive for this computer so I could play around with some goodies. I mean, come on. It shouldn't be that hard. Especially when you have the original dang software. Let's not click too quickly and get another sad Mac or bomb message. So, this formatting software should work. Maybe. Shut down again. That's, I mean, yeah, sure, Matt. I mean, I don't know if that's going to help because we only have a few jumper settings here. I think we've exhausted most of them. So we tried DS, I think. See, now I'm forgetting. Yeah, I tried DS. I tried PK. I tried nothing. Really, Apple, you couldn't give me a little bit of slack with this cable. You had to make it like... I know you can't see this, but there's like half an inch of clearance for me to plug this drive in. A UDMA... No, see, you cannot use IDE cables on this drive because this IDE cable is connected to a harness where the motherboard slides into. There was no separate cables on these drives, on these systems. So, and the cable works fine on the other drives. So there's no. Good night, Angela. Oh my goodness, it's 11 p.m. here already. Yes, Sebastian, thank you for coming back. You miss the buzzing of old Macs. Well, I do too, sometimes. Today I'm about to throw this one out the window, but... what are you smiling at? Jay just sees the beige stuff and he's like, ew. No, thank you. While this boots up, I'm going to see what other hard drives I have. These are way too big. We got a 80 gig and a 160. This is a little bit overkill. Oh gosh. Let's use the software that came with the system to format the hard drive. Oh, what's this? Must run utility from floppy. Well, thanks. Well, this is not a 1.2 hard drive, so I don't think I have to worry about that. Yeah, I mean, I could use a zip drive as a boot drive because that works, or I could use a SCSI to SD adapter, but this thing has a freaking IDE port drive, so I was like, just use that. But no. 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 This extension addresses a problem where IDE hard drives on certain products emit an audible noise. This problem is only found on the LC580, 580 Performa, and the 630 series. Extension will load during start if it detects the firmware version of your drive. if the firmware in your drive type update, the extension will download the new firmware into the drive. Once it's installed, well, that sounds like fun, but there's no noise. Why? Why? Let's see if Lido or one of those superior programs knows what the heck to do with this hard drive. And of course, the zip drive does not want to work, but that's because the driver is not part of this Apple utility thing, this CD. So we're going to put in a floppy drive. We're going to crash the system again, I guarantee it. Let's do it! There we go. We better be quick, because this is going to crash. Oh, crap. What we're going to do again? Oh, what was I going to do? Oh, that's right. Lido. It's not on this disk. Crap. Eject. Use the other disk. Yes, the Anibus utility works quite well. Hey, look, it auto-mounted. Did it? Maybe. No? No? No, it did not. There we go. Hey, look at that. Come on, we're on borrowed time here, buddy. Oh, ho, ho. I'm clicking on it. It's not going. That. Yep, there we go. There goes the system. There it goes. There it goes. We froze. We frozen solid. I can't even restart. There we go. Oh boy, this is we're trying to work on system 7 and 8. This is a Performa 630. What are you ejecting for? It should work. It should. We already tried drive setup 1.3, I think. Or 1.7. I mean, I'll try, Matt. I'm just saying, not getting my hopes up. Oh, yeah. See what happens when I write a nice script and think like, oh, this will be fun to do a video on and do research and spend money on acquiring things, and then this happens. This is why I greatly appreciate everyone's support. I'm just glad I'm broadcasting it so everyone knows that I'm not insane because of how weird the machine runs. Alright, so drive setup light. It's probably not going to work for us, but well, thank you, Brian. I'm glad. Nope, that's only showing the SCSI stuff. Because why the heck not? Why? Okay. That's what we were gonna do. So I have hard drive toolkit. This actually worked on my other machine. This is the one that Bruce gave me. Wait, was this the one that caused me so much problems? Yes, it was. Let's not use this. Yeah, shut up. I don't get... No, go away. Yeah, it's only showing scuzzy stuff. Bye. Oh, gosh. What will format this damn thing? I mean, nothing. It's... Oh, these are all SCSI based. It has no idea what the heck an RD hard drive is. Oh, my gosh. Formatter 5. Well, this might not help us, but let's see what year this is at least. Come on, give me a year. Give me a year. Both Macintosh and DOS partitions on the same side of the removable disk. Well, that doesn't seem like it's going to help me. No, that's... Maybe that's why this thing is screwed up, because that machine had Formatter 5 on it. Disk utility. There's no disk utility on Mac OS, whatever this is. And I've tried, Thomas, I've tried this. Well, let's try all of them. Why not? We're going to crash it again. And I just don't care. Yeah. I am booted off a Tools disk. Theoretically, with the CD drive here. Yes, it is. It's right there. I'm Googling that right now. Yeah, Joe, there's always somebody that dislikes. It's probably some spammer that I block their comments on, and they just... all they do with their lives is dislike my streams. I'm just Googling this. No ATA device found in drive queue. Because somebody has had to have this problem before. Performa series won't mount hard drive. The volume is now detected. Basically, you were spot on. You see, I thought that it was set to master from the jumper placed in the position I found. However, in my boundless frustration, I've been trying anything and everything. So I thought, what if I removed the jumper altogether? So I did. And hoping for another than the possibility of narrowed it down, when I suddenly see hard disk setup show in the window. I guess it was. Alright, so let's remove that jumper entirely. I thought we did this before, but let's try it again. You shouldn't need OS 8 because this system shipped with 7.1. Let's unplug all the extra SCSI devices here. We tried that, Thomas. We tried all the jumper settings. By golly, I promise you, we have, and multiple times probably. Ah, crap. I was turning it on and I was taking out the hard drive. In fact, I have better jumpers. Let me go get a better jumper that's actually removable with my fingers. Well, I thought I did. Well, I do. I just don't know where the heck it is right now. Probably not worth it anyway. What are you booting off of? Oh, the CD. Oh, hold on. Shut up, you stupid machine. Okie dokie, Bruce. Alright, so this hard drive has absolutely no jumpers on it whatsoever. Oh. Oh, Trina, you are so right. Sorry, people have been spamming me on my phone. I don't know what you wanted, GT. Oh, you're just trying to show up on my phone. Haha. Fireball! Kaboom! Hey, Michael, welcome to the chat. Haunted computer, yes. Normally this stuff really, it's very simple and it works pretty well. I don't know. Well, what OS is this booting into? 761 from the CD. Okay. So, Mike, that link you sent me, this is running a newer version of the OS, technically. Let's try it again. The Death Star. Ah. Might as well take a picture of this cursed thing for ranting about later. Let's try all of them. Why not? Let's do it. Unable to locate a SCSI drive. Yeah, because there's no SCSI drives, bud. So drive set of 173. No worries, Mike. I do appreciate it. Nopey nope. I have one more idea. The IDE cable works fine because the other hard drive booted up to it. So I don't think it's the IDE cable, and the IDE cable is attached via solder onto a big edge connector. So there's no separate IDE cable to remove or anything like that. So that should not be the problem. So this is the drive setup that's supposed to work on this system. It's a genuine Apple drive. Quantum drive with an Apple sticker on it. It's a little newer than what this machine would have shipped with. But it should work okay. I clicked the wrong one. Alright, so disk 2, let's make a disk. We have some floppies. Not afraid of no removable media. Move! Thank you, Bruce. While that probably fails to format, I'm going to copy the thing that Bruce sent me onto my SCSI 2SD disk. So, hold on. Okay, look, it sounds like that was good, so I'll take a look at that in one moment here. I'm just copying over this file here, seeing if this wants to work. I left my keyboard over here. I kind of need this. Hold on. I'm just putting some more files on here in case we get this working. I just want to be prepared so I don't have to do this twice. So, one moment please. Thank you very much for your patience. Okay, so both of those are on my little SD card. Let's continue here. I am missing some things. Let me get the mouse here, sorry. What are we saying? A load of .sit. I still regret not buying the t-shirt at Macworld that said .sit happens. Still regret it. Yes, Joe's Computer Museum. Joe released a cool video about Neithernet, which was, first off, it's a really neat name. And did this audio eject? I guess it did. And second off, a very cool concept. So we have to restart this machine anyway, so let me just try and boot up from the floppy. See if miraculously we could format this stupid drive here. Probably not. But stranger things have happened. Right, so our CD-ROM drive has been removed from the computer. And Joe, I commented on your video, but I don't know if you saw it. I assume with all the resistors and everything in there, does your design or the CapNet design, I assume that handles any potential termination that you would have to do through a phone net connection? I assume that's the case. Good night, Marcos. And thank you, Bruce, for those files. I do really appreciate that. It's on the SD card here. We're going to try this floppy first. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that soon. I'm going to give myself another 30 minutes with this. And then I got to stop. Otherwise, I've been looking at this machine for too many hours this morning. Auto terminate. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, Joe, I mean, come on. There's your next video right there. How many Macs does it take to blow the circuit on my circuit breaker? No worries, Bruce. Thank you. So this is the Disk Tools disk that is designed for IDE Macintosh computers. Whether that's going to help us or not, who knows? Only time will tell. Drive setup light. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. Because I believe we tried that before. Nopedy, nopedy, nope. So now we're starting off with that SCSI 2 SD adapter. It's not the years, honey, it's the mileage. Oh, boy. I mean, why not put an 82 gigabyte hard drive inside of a Performa? It's right there. Oh, it's not. That's right. It's unplugged. The SCSI's unplugged. Yes, Trina. On my secondary channel, Brankus Creations. Wouldn't it be funny if the clock was the whole problem this whole time? Come on, move over there. All right, so. Oh, I hope I have stuff it on here. What the heck? Expand. Are you kidding me? Is it not installed? What? Why? Why not? It's just 36. Fine. It's fine. At least I saved the installer, because we're going to need it. Probably. See you, Joe. Have a good night. Try again. Let's try again. Let's one. Yeah, sure. Yep. Would have probably helped if I expanded the darn archive on the other computer. Let's do that. Be right back. Alright, let's try that again. Good thing this darn thing boots pretty quick off the SD card. Oh, boy. I think somebody up there hates me. I think that's why I have so much trouble. I bet you the movie's better, I recycle Apple Mac. Hard Disk Toolkit 3. Well, there's your answer, Bruce. There's the answer about that. What is this problem we're running into? This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Like, all of a sudden, everything is giving us disk problems here. Where's the frickin' where's the Norton CD I had over here the other day? Like, yesterday. Where'd the Norton CD go? This is absolutely this is insane. With my luck, Bruce is probably not around to witness that little lovely nugget of joy here. Oh, I bet the Norton disk is still in this Power Mac. Nope, it's not. The OS 9 disk is in there. So that's not going to help me. Where the heck did I put that Norton CD? I made a Norton CD. I burned it in it. Oh, I bet it's in one of these CD drives. Where's that paperclip? It's a good thing I just have paper clips all over the ground. Happy? Same crap. Alright, no CD in there. no CD in there. Where did this CD go? Where did this go? Sorry guys, this is stupid frustrating. Wouldn't it be funny if there was like a bad capacitor or something on the logic board? And that was just causing all these issues. I have an idea. We're going to tempt fate by trying to open this machine here. Because this stupid plastic is stupid and brittle. That's why I'm saying we're tempting fate by trying to open it here. Probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. We're going to do it anyway. Stupid. Ow. Ow. Okay, this is just supposed to, you're supposed to just do those snaps and this thing is supposed to just come right off. Come on. That's not going to work. We're bringing out the big guns. Make sure the camera's in focus for this. The sad answer is none. So, this is my trusty Power Macintosh G3 mini tower. It has both SCSI and IDE. Maybe it'll help us out here. Maybe it could format one of these stupid drives. And since everything is in a tower, it's easier accessible. MARCHintosh madness! So I know you can't really see it, but I'm going to use one of the IDE cables here and one of the power cables. I'm going to plug in this hard drive. Oh, just come out of the stupid cable. There we go. Now, this G3 is missing the, whatchamacallit? The, I'll get the word for it. It's missing the SCSI card, so it can't boot up to its SCSI hard drive, but I could boot it from the zip drive. And that should be fine. Because I have a zip disk with macOS 8.0, and that's the minimum system software that the G3 needs, so hopefully my assumption of how that'll work is correct. If not, we'll have to find out where the heck I put the damn SCSI card. I think I was trying it in a G3 tower, blue and white. I have no idea where that went. Okay, so I'll just get some cables situated here. We need our video cable. I'm going to take out the video card that's built, the add-on video card on this G3, just to remove any unnecessary troubleshooting. And of course that's screwed in, because why wouldn't it be? Oh Lord. Do a live stream, Steven. It'll be fun, Steven. I'm sorry, you can't really see this. You're not really missing much. I just unplugged the video card. I'm just plugging in all the cables to this lovely yellowed machine that also is rusted. I really need some of Jay's secret sauce to get some of that rust out of there. Let's get our faithful zip drive. You wouldn't fail us now, would you? Let's plug that in. It's better doing this at 11:52 p.m. than doing it at 3 a.m. I'll tell you that. Alright, and we need our ADB connection. We need our video, which is here. Do not try this at home, folks. I am an untrained professional. And lastly, we need power. Hopefully this will work. Okay. Oh, good night, Trina. This is a G3 mini tower. Oh, and that SCSI drive is turning on, even though the data cable is not connected. Oh, that's a chunky sound of SCSI drive. Alright, why are we not getting any video? Why are we not getting a video? What the heck? Okay, this doesn't make any sense. I guess we do need that video card. Oh, listen to that hard drive spin down. I will be unplugging that because we don't need that right now. Let's, I guess, plug that video card back in because maybe that's why I installed it. I don't know. Oh wait, did I remove the VRAM from this? Maybe that's why. I don't remember. No, the VRAM's in there. Whatever. Video card go in. Alright. Try that again, shall we? Helps if the power's plugged in. She's like, I'm not going anywhere. I want to see him throw something. Alright, why are we getting no video on this Mac? It was booting off of... Oh, that's where my grid CD went. I was looking for that. Alright, so why do we get no video in here? What gives, man? What's the problem? God, is every machine I'm gonna touch today go to crap? First off, let's unplug this stupid hard drive and just see if it's as simple as it not liking the hard drive. It's just common sense. Not the monitor, Nick. It worked fine for everything else. Yep, I disconnected the hard drive and look at that! Well, it blinked for a second. There we go. All I did was unplug this stupid hard drive. I have to update the installer. Yeah, well, we're not doing that. Gosh. Ugh. Do I have the... Let's see, the red cable, because this is the one without the notch here. Yeah, so that's supposed to be like that. Let me try putting a jumper in there. Now this is a jumper that I can remove with my fingers because it has the little thing there. Let's try cable select. Let's tempt fate. Fate. There's nothing else for it to boot off of. But I mean, let's see if we get any image. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Alright, now we get video with the hard drive. Oh. There's no power to the hard drive. There's no power to the hard drive. Alright, now the monitor wants to work. Alright, so it doesn't like that. Shoot. I do have a partition on here, but it's a SCSI, and where's my SCSI cards at? I have this one, but it's not bootable. It's the wrong type of SCSI. The wrong type of SCSI. Where the heck did I put that SCSI card? I was trying it in a Power Mac. Is it in this one? No. Well, here's a hard drive with OS 9 on it. Let me point the camera down a little bit so you can just see the machine right here. So what is this? What is this monstrosity of a hard drive set to? What's a SCSI? Oh, that's not gonna. Well, actually, this might. Hold on. Wait, we don't need this. We just need a SCSI cable. We just need a SCSI cable. Thankfully, we just got some SCSI cables. Let me switch it back. This may work. Oh boy, a heavy boy. So what's nice about this machine, it has both SCSI and IDE right onto the logic board. So I'm going to plug in a SCSI hard drive, make sure there's no holes in this cable. So let's just see. Okay, good night, Trina. Wish me luck. Alright, so let's just see if this SCSI hard drive wants to boot up this Mac first off, before we add any insanity into this mix. So let's just try and keep it simple. Alright, the hard disk is spinning. If I had a wireless mouse, I would change the scene. There we go. Well, a working wireless mouse. Yeah, alright, zip disk. Stop. A tale of two hard drives. Alright, it's booting from the hard drive. Heck yeah, okay. Alright. So, if we could successfully boot into 9 here on a SCSI hard drive, and then connect that IDE drive, we might be able to format this darn thing. Maybe. Ooh, nice and orange. Oh, gosh. Nice wallpaper. Let me guess, the clock battery. Yep. I'm curious what hard drive this was from. Was this my old hard drive? That's my old screen name. This was mine. iBook Dude 1546. That was me. Oh man, that takes me back. Wow. Yeah, this was mine. That's 640 megabytes of memory. Heck yeah. 9.0. That's TV temp file. Ah, yeah, I recorded Conan O'Brien. Oh boy, when was that? Tomorrow at 12 a.m. Yeah, the clock is all screwed up. Mario teaches typing. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember South Park Cartoon Studio. I don't think I have the full version of this thing, do I? Yeah, I don't have the application. That was a heck of a thing, though. Gravis gamepad software. That's probably good to keep. Oh, Virtual Game Boy. Heck yeah. Oh, there's my Pokemon saves. Oh, man. It turned into a Twitch stream real quick. Ah. Pikachu. It doesn't want to listen to the keyboard. BA select start. Okay. It maybe doesn't like this keyboard. I don't know. Anyway, that's not why we are here. Oh, X post facto? Oh, man. Memory lane, memory lane. Alright, so this boots up. Let's shut her down. And plug in this curse of a hard drive here. Where did I even put the darn thing? Here it is. Alright, so both hard drives are plugged in. Let's see what happens. Both of them are spinning up. Let's see which one it wants to boot from. Well, it's not happy. Do I have the cable plugged in the wrong way? Yeah, so this was like this. Yeah, no, that's correct. What the heck? Work! Work, damn you! So the Mac OS 9 drive is on SCSI, which it's booting off of now. All 35 of you still here, thank you very much. It's very kind of you to still stick around. My goodness. How long have we been going here? YouTube will tell me. No, it won't. 2 hours and 41 minutes. My goodness. I think I ran out of my water. Almost. There's a spaghetti around cables around my feet here. As you can imagine. All this is to format a stupid disk. Just to show off something else that's equally stupid. Oh, the other hard drive is making a noise. Maybe. Wait, is it gonna do it? Yes! Yes! See? I told you! The disk is formatted correctly. Look at that. Oh wait, this wasn't formatted at all. The guy left all his crap on here. Well, I guess I can image this. There's like, how much is in here? There's 650 meg. Yeah, and how big is this guy? Don't freeze on me now. Come on. 100 megs free. Well, that doesn't help. We can share this, save this over the network. We get an Ethernet cable here. That's why we have Apple Share, folks. Well, I'm glad somebody enjoys the suffering, because my goodness. My goodness. Remote access? What the heck? No. Oh my gosh, that tells me how long this machine was used ago. When we didn't even have... We had dial-up internet. Yeah, you better wait. Holy crap. Don't do this to me. Come on, man. Ah, dropping mice left and right here. Right, hold on. Actually, I'm going to plug in my SCSI to SD adapter here. What SCSI bus is this? Because I want to be able to copy this stuff off. The network will be way too slow. And this is with the jumper set to cable select. So there you go. What the heck is the SCSI ID? 0, I guess? Alright, fine. Alright, let's just shut this down for a second so I can plug in my SCSI to SD adapter. I should be able to do a bunch of useful things with that plugged in. Hopefully. If I could plug it in there. Come on. Oh, in fact, I have a brand new, well, not brand new. I have an empty SD card. Where is that? Let me use this, because this is a 1 gig card. Plenty of space there. I mean, I could always swap out the card, but my gosh, this is a janky setup. And it just likes to boot sometimes not working, so. Something tells me this will be the least viewed MARCHintosh video. You see that one video of that guy going slowly crazy over 8 hours? That was a heck of a thing. Rebooting it because there's no image on the screen? Who knows why? Nobody knows why. I'm just seeing if it's rebooting or... Yeah, there it goes. So I just did the 3-fingered salute and it rebooted and now there's something on the screen. So who knows? Who knows? Now, if this works, then I can image the other drive, but I'm not getting my hopes up. And I'm not doing that tonight. Be here for another 3 hours. I gotta stop soon. It's after midnight here. It is after midnight. I knew this little G3 wouldn't let me down. I almost used it yesterday, which is why the side cover and everything was already off. But I thought, no. I mean, who knows? Maybe that computer's incompatible with drives of that size. I have no clue. Or maybe Mac OS 9 is just much more tolerant. That's probably the case. That's weird. The SCSI to SD adapter is not coming up. Why you don't want to work now? Come on, man. What is it? What is it, boy? Can you talk? Is it using the same SCSI ID? No. It shouldn't. Oh, maybe something's shorting it out. It is sitting on a metal thing. That probably not good. No volumes mounted. Okay. Not mounted. Okay. Not mounted I can deal with. Hopefully. Let's fix some things here. We're going to be using this machine here for a while. So... now it's officially MARCHintosh in this computer's mind. Close enough. Oh, to fix the control strip's positioning, it's a cool trick. You just hold down the Option key, and your cursor goes into this little hand. And then you can just drag it up or down. You can even put it on the left if you want. That's an old trick. No worries, RSS. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. You're welcome, Matt. And that's exactly why I do these videos and stuff. There's a lot of old, stupid knowledge in my brain, and I'm hoping somebody could take advantage of it. Oh, what was I looking for? If only this internal hard drive were larger. If I knew where that SCSI card is, I have huge SCSI hard drives that are in the gigabytes of... Speaking of gigabytes. Do we have enough slack? Oh gosh, this is just one bad idea after the next, huh? Yeah, Matt. That'll help you out there. Ooh, what's Untitled? Hopefully nothing explicit. Everyone close your eyes just in case. Okay, looks like some schoolwork or something. Poetry presentation. Okay. Let's just put those in there. Let's make sure it actually copied it over there. No, it did not. I mean, this is probably just old junk, but... Oh, you know what? I could copy this disk on my Mac. What the heck am I on the Power Mac over there? Well, this disk, no matter what, I mean, this is formatted standard, and it won't work. All right, let's do the sensible thing here. Let me shut this down. since we know this works, take a brief trip with me here. Since we know this works, and we know there's not that much data on here, let me move this monitor so I can see a little bit. I'm going to just plug this into my modern Mac here and image it. There's no sense in me having to do it on an older machine since this drive does mount on the other machine here. Oh, where's the end of the USB? Here it is. Let's plug it into this Mac Mini, which has been our friend and continues to be our friend because it likes to cooperate here. And let's just back this up. There it is. It found the hard drive. So I'm just going to go into disk utility here. Back up the disk, then we can erase the darn thing. See if that'll help. It probably won't, but well, we could try. So while that's copying, anybody have any questions? Oh boy. If I format this disk and it doesn't read in the Performa, I'm calling it a night because we've spent too much time on this already. Way too much time. Way too much. I know it's been a wild ride, so at least hopefully it's been entertaining, but so I only think there's like 700 megs on. Did I back this up already? Hold on, this is. I was like so delirious last night. I may have backed this up and just. I think I backed this up before. Hold on, where would I put it? I would have put it here. See, that's a problem doing things very late at night. It's like, I end up doing the work all over again. Yeah, I already backed this up. Alright, well, I'll let it finish backing up on the Mac Mini. It's almost done anyway. I think. Maybe. Give me some time to sit down and not do anything for a bit. That's a very good question, Matt. I mean, sometimes I don't know. I mean, for me, it's totally the nostalgia factor. Ooh, it made an unhappy noise there. You went, bah! This is a very unhappy noise. Maybe a bad sector or something. You suffer from Macintoshitis. The ability to screw with the Macintosh for like 5, 10, 20 hours straight. You have a medical condition, sir. And you need to be properly looked at. While this does that, I'm curious. I'm very curious if that Apple Media Center image that I extracted. Open that up here. I'm going to open that because there's a README in there. I'm curious if it mentions the system requirements for the software. Again, README. System 7.5, which includes QuickTime 2, is required. Alright, so 7.5 we're later. Okay, I think it finished copying. Excellent. Alright, so that finished copying. Yeah, it's fun to see how far these machines have come. It's fun to see like what you could do with these old machines, how far you could push them. all that fun stuff. Let me get my cursor back over here. Let's go back over here. I keep forgetting to move the chat window, so I can't see what you guys are seeing. Sorry. Let me move that back. Crazy like a fox. Yeah, well, it pushed me too, so it's only fair. Excuse me while I play my Tiny Tower game for a second, because I got to restock all the levels. Yes, I'm addicted to that old game. I wish I could go back to my old save file. Because, that was an addictive game. Oh, I just clicked through something I shouldn't have. Oh well. We're multitasking. Anybody have any questions about vintage Macs or anything like that, feel free to ask me. Like I said, if this does not resolve the problem, we're going to give up for today, because it's been a bit silly. Alright, so we're coming up on the desktop here. So the power that's provided by the termination of the SCSI bus is usually powerful enough to power most of the SCSI 2SD adapters. I have the version 5.1 and I have the version 6, and both of them work fine without the Molex adapter. Now, I will say I have had a few machines that need the Molex adapter, like the Macintosh Plus needs external power. So, you know, it does vary depending on the machine. But I've had good luck with it. Alright, so let's try and format this disk. Just curious about something here. Alright, so let's eject that. That's fine. Alright, so let's format this. So this version of drive setup might see the drive. There it is, ATA. So let's initialization options. Now let's update driver. Oh, I have to reboot. Ah, that was stupid. That was stupid of me. Let me just hold down shift. Extensions off should be fine. This should hopefully boot it a bit faster. I really need to find where the heck I put that SCSI card, because this G3 shipped with the SCSI card and uses an ultra-wide hard drive and all that fun stuff, and it worked out quite well. I was trying to get a G3 mini tower, and I'm sorry, a G3 blue and white or a G4 blue and white I was trying to use that card in one of my live streams, and that G4 tower is probably under the desk somewhere. And I probably just left that card in there. Because after the live stream, I turn off the lights in the basement, I go upstairs, and I go to sleep. So I don't really tidy up or anything. Which is why the basement sometimes gets the way it is. Happy Thursday! This is not with extensions off. I don't think I held down shift long enough. My bad. We're almost done anyway. Alright, so that hard drive is definitely formatted. Well, it can be formatted. It's definitely backed up. So, here's that. Initialize. Cannot initialize a startup disk. We didn't start up from it. Oh, turn off file sharing. Let's try this again. Let's do 2 partitions. Let's get fancy here. Mac OS standard, Mac OS standard. Just in case, like, we have to try another OS or something. It's all set up. Initialize all. Alright, so we got, let's say, Performa. And this will just be Mac 2. So these are both Mac OS standard, 1.0 gig, 1.5 gig, so they're under the 2 gigabyte limit, which is fine. Let's see, is this a SCSI to SD adapter? What is this? 2 and 3? Not supported, not supported. Yeah, this must be the SCSI to SD adapter. Yeah, it is. Cool. Let's initialize the heck out of that. Initialization failed. Go figure. He's still going. He is. So Bruce, when we tried your formatter software, which was hours ago, it didn't see the drive either. But we put the 3 gigabyte drive in this G3 mini tower. It saw it right away. We just formatted it into 2 lovely Mac OS standard partitions. We're going to shut this down, and we're going to plug it back into that Performa and see what the heck happens. Because your guess is as good as mine. Almost broke some plastic there. That would not have been nice. Look how confident I am. I'm putting the hard drive in the machine and not letting it sit out. Oh boy. What a day this has been, huh? As I said that, I go to unplug the VGA adapter from the graphics card, and the graphics card wasn't screwed in, so the whole graphics card just comes out of the PCI slot. That's fine. It's fine. Okay. So we have the hard drive there. We have the ADB cable we got to connect. Not the hard drive, the video cable. What am I talking about? I don't know anymore. I really don't. And then power. We need power. We need power. This had better work. I'm going to boot off of the Apple recovery CD. Oh, wait, you know what? Let me plug the zip drive in. We could always boot off of that if we have to. We'll see if this works. Alright, it's booting off the CD. Hopefully this will only take a minute, and hopefully both those hard drive partitions show up. I mean, I'd settle for just one at this point. Hey, good morning, tech and music. Oh, Lord. Yeah, but like I said, if these partitions don't show, that's it. I'm ending the stream, and we'll follow this madness up another day, because I don't know what else to try. Another hard drive, I guess, but maybe we could back up that drive on the G3, but that'll have to be done another day. This G3 also has a heck of a lot of rust on it, which is very concerning. I have to figure out a way how to get all that rust out of there. Fingers crossed. Ah! You kidding me? Where's our zip drive disk with macOS 8 on here? I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. I mean, it just could be that this drive is just not compatible with this Mac. I mean, who the heck knows? Alright, so that zip drive has a system folder on it. We should be able to boot off it. Come on. What are you doing? You'd be able to boot off of you. What the heck, man? You traitor. You traitor, zip drive. Come on. What the heck are you doing? Maybe that CD-ROM just doesn't have the drivers to see the IDE drive. I mean, that would be very stupid, but I don't know. Oh, gosh darn it. Just plug in. Ugh. So this is booting off the SCSI 2SD drive. There goes my phone. Ugh. It doesn't see the hard drives either. I mean, this is system, what, 7.5. This is macOS 8, and it has a healthy system folder. So why the heck aren't you booting off of you? boot off of Mac OS 8. Come on. It's not that hard. Well, it is if you eject the darn zip disk. Come on. Try one more time to boot off this darn zip disk. I mean, I don't know why... Wait. I have, Why did I take the zip drive? Oh, that's right. I thought... I thought I booted off of this zip disk just the other day because it's a fresh install of Mac OS 8. And it still boots off of the darn SD card. Well, I think the next step's for another stream. I'm going to install Mac OS 8 on that SD card. No, why no, why even... No, we're not going to... We're not... For the purposes of the video, I think I'll just use the darn SCSI 2SD adapter because... God help me, I don't know what the heck else I'm going to do with this stupid thing. O and F. Well, there's no open firmware on this system, so I don't think that's going to help. I'm about to end my own suffering. What do you mean there's something that... Alright, well, I'm done with this. I tried. I really tried. But this system... I don't know what's going on. Even the SCSI 2SD adapter is giving me problems at this point. There's no battery in here, so there's no PRAM to zap. The thing's been unplugged. I'll do it just to humor you guys. Well, it would help if I was holding down the keys. PRAM has been zippity zap zapped. And I moved the jumper on the hard drive. Just... And... Yeah, that's a good way to end this. That's a good way to end this. That is a very, very fitting way to end this lousy stream. Oh, gosh. Well, I appreciate all of you hanging out. I do want to get that stupid system working just so I can get that card working. But who knows if that's going to happen at this point. But that's about it. I appreciate everybody who gave me a super chat, everybody who's subscribed to the channel, everyone who's liked this video. If you haven't seen the video I did on the Macintosh Plus adapter, please check that out. I would greatly appreciate your views there. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, but I think we all have familiar faces here today. But thank you so much for stopping by. I'll probably do another stream over the weekend or a little bit later. Don't forget to tune into the Mac podcast tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I guess I'll catch you next time. But yes, vintage Macs work when they want to, exactly. But take care, guys. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Tech and Music. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Greg, Bruce, Sad Mac, Matt, anybody else I missed, Jeff, Jay, anybody there who's still around, AK Morpheus, Lazy Jones, Bruce. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Stay safe, stay warm, stay cozy, and go hug your Macintosh because I'm about to punch mine. See you guys later.